Never started right away, I didn't wanna let me get too far from here. I was still too young to realize that these summertime jobs, they don't last your whole lifetime. I think it was a Honda. I run another lot to get through the night. Scared as shit, but I know that I'm alright. We were 17, pure like kerosene. You protected me, you were my sunscreen. You protected me, you were my sunscreen. You were my sunscreen. Another lie to get through the night. Scared as shit, but I know that I'm alright. We were 17, pure like kerosene. You protected me, you were my sunscreen. I run another lie to get through the night. Scared as shit, but I know that I'm alright. We were 17, pure like kerosene. You protected me, you were my sunscreen. I was still too young to realize that these summertime jobs, they don't last your whole lifetime. I think it was a Honda. You protected me, you were my sunscreen. You were my sunscreen. You were my sunscreen. Another lie to get through the night. Scared as shit, but I know that I'm
pretend that I haven't lost the time. In the end, the nostalgia, though it tastes fine, I can only drink a couple cause it feels like a lie. We play Halo and we'd lay low in our basement until the sun began to rise. But I learn too much, cause it's hard to read when you've got tired eyes. They've been with me for some time, and it's nice to know that they still by my side. Friends are like stars, cause no matter how far, when it's dark outside, they will be your light. We played Halo, and we'd lay low in our basement until the sun began to rise. But now I learn too much, cause it's hard to read when you've got tired eyes. Months go by, the time it flies, past the days that we drink Kool-Aid in the summertime. Years go by, the time it flies, past the days that we drink Kool-Aid in the summertime. trust? Do I look too much? Why is it so tough and the world so lame? Can I have some cash and a ride down to the arcade? This evening blue had nothing to do but lay around with my thoughts of you. Why is it so tough and the world so lame? Can I have some cash and a ride down to the arcade? Some cash and a ride down to the arcade. Can I have some cash and a ride down to the arcade? Can I have some cash and a ride down to the arcade? Flamenco, oh. Sit like a flamenco, oh. You can run and you can hide. You can look and try to find. Take a breath, open your mind. Take it one ride at a time. Where did all our time go? Where we are, no one knows. Maybe San Francisco, oh. Maybe San Francisco, oh. We could roll down all our windows, just see where the wind blows. One leg out the window, sit like a flamingo, oh. Sit like a flamingo, oh. You can run and you can hide. You can look and try to find. Take a breath, open your mind. Take it one day at a time. You can run and you can hide. You can look and try to find. Take a breath, it'll all be fine. Take it one ride at a time. Take it one ride at a time.
is wrong, but I can't stop it. Can't deny it. Need to fight it all.
And you're good.
You're so toxic.
All right, good afternoon or close to evening. Welcome to Friday Night Drone Racing with the Collegiate Drone Sports Championships, hosted here at Ready Tech Go at the Mall of America. I'm sitting next to CEO and founder of Hydra FPV and the Youth Drone Sports Championships, Marty Weatherall, like flying. I am also a founder and CTO of all of that stuff, Joel Stewart, Netizen01, and we are excited to bring to you tonight the Flying Fall 2020 Simulator Finals in Velocidrone. We have 3 pilots tonight who have been racing with us all season long in various forms, whether it's in real life or just here in the simulator, because they might not be in town. And we are going to run them through one of my favorite venues in Velocidrone, mostly because it's branded with all of our signage everywhere. And then we will go through our pilots that competed this season and podium some top pilots, give out some awards for others, and show what prizes they're going to get, some trophies and some different things. And yeah, just kind of have a good time here for the next hour, hour and a half, I think. So anything else, Marty? You take it away. I know you got your run a show here, early stuff.
Great intro, Joel, Netizen01. Thank you for setting things up. Yes, it is finals week here at Ready Tech Go at the Mall of America. We had our Kid Legends final 2 days ago on Wednesday. The Kid Legends, of course, are our elementary school pilots. We are starting them young here in the YDSC Youth Drone Sports Championships. And of course, Fridays are college day. And they have their own division, the CDSC, the Collegiate Drone Sports Championships. So every Friday, starting when we opened Ready Tech Go back on October 1st at the Mall of America, we were racing college students on Friday, starting with a simulator race, and then a real-life race with real drones here on our drone raceway at Ready Tech Go. We ended up having to close per the governor of Minnesota's orders back on November 21st, and that interrupted our real-life race schedule. And Fridays were really special because we got to do both, sim and real life. We have not done real-life racing since then, but we have ramped up the sim racing as we've done across all the divisions. And today is the final. This is the last Friday of our Flying Fall season, and we are honored to have 3 amazing pilots here who, as Joel said, they've been flying with us all season long. They are amazing, and you're going to have a lot of fun watching them. And the course they're flying is super cool. It is in what we like to call the YDSC Arena. Imagine a professional-sized basketball arena, all decked out with Youth Drone Sports Championship logos and a full court artwork array. It's super cool. You're going to see it in a second. And the course that our race director and course designer and chief mentor, Sour Power, who's sitting over here, has designed today is a doozy. This is definitely one for the college kids to have to work at, and it's thrown them quite a challenging final, if I do say so myself. That's what we like to do here in the CDSC. So let's take a look at who our 3 pilots are today, as Netizen is multitasking as usual. Does it with the best of them.
we promised some trophies, and so I'm going to get something going.
There you go.
You know, gotta get things working.
All right, here they are, our 3 pilots. Let's meet them here quickly before we take a look at the course they will be flying. And let's start left to right, as we usually do. Now, that grin on his face is because, I like to think it's because he knows he's one of the top drone racing pilots, certainly around here in Minnesota. Definitely elite among pilots around the world, in my opinion. He is taking college classes at the University of Minnesota. He is legendary in the high school drone racing circles here in the YDSC in Minnesota. A member of the St. Louis Park High School 2-time defending state champion team. And he won a state championship in Velocidrone on this YDSC arena court. Different course, but on the same court. This is Clayton Horstman Olson, pilot name, one of our favorites, Speedy Tinkles. Welcome, Clayton. What do you think about being all the way at the end of our flying fall season? Can you believe this fall is coming to an end now?
Yeah, it's been pretty crazy. I was one of the ones that was originally flying in real life and then switched over for the college races to being in the sim, and it's been a pretty fun season for what we've been able to accomplish with it, or you guys have been able to.
It was really fun when we were doing both, but I will say, it was getting increasingly difficult to just drag everybody here to the mall when the numbers weren't looking good in terms of the pandemic, and so you made that transition pretty early, and it made a lot of sense. And I'm glad we have continued to race just like we did last spring when everything else stopped. We kept going with our YDSC races, and so really nice to have that ability here in Velocidrone, and it's great to have you here. Speedy Tinkles, such a great name, such a great pilot. Watch out for him today. Going up against Speedy Tinkles will be in the center with the super cool profile picture. This is Shy Dragon from the Tiny Turbines homeschooled team, as well as taking college classes and qualifying to race here in the CDSC Aurora Pass. Welcome, Aurora.
Thank you.
Now, you actually won one of our in real life races. This was back on November 13th, so I think it was the last in real life race we did.
Yeah.
You were here and you won it. That was an amazing day, and your parents were here to watch it. I'll never forget it. What are your thoughts on that day?
Well, just that I thought I was totally sure I was not winning.
It was epic, and you really had to keep it together. You had an amazing challenge from Nautilus FPV, who's not racing today. He's buried with finals, and Poster Duck, who may still show up today. We'll see. But anyway, I will always remember that day, and great to have you racing with us in real life this season and now in the simulator. So thank you for being here in the sim. What do you think about sim racing versus real life racing?
Well, I really like racing in real life much better, mostly because I just like seeing people.
Yeah, it is a great social experience. We are going to be figuring out some things here in the spring to not, make people uncomfortable, forcing them to come to the mall if they don't want to, but we will still be planning on reopening here. January 11th is the new date, so real life is coming back, and we look forward to seeing you for that, and super happy to have you here in the CDSC final today. So thanks for being here, Aurora Shy Dragon. Okay, and our third pilot today with a also very impressive profile picture because he flies real planes. He is a junior at the University of North Dakota, where he is studying unmanned aerial systems, which if you're interested in that major, check out UND up in Grand Forks because they have it, and I think it's regarded as at least one of the best, if not the best. But he also flies real planes, and he had a big day today. I'm going to let him explain it. This is Russell. Remind me your last name, Russell. Maratsky, that's right. Russ Maratsky, pilot name Rusky. Welcome, Rusky, and tell us about your news from today with real planes.
Well, this morning I passed the oral examination for my commercial pilot certificate, which means I can now get paid to fly real-life airplanes in the U.S.
Wow. And was it a challenging test, or did you have it, were you so well?
No, it was really
studied up?
challenging.
It was challenging.
The hard part. Thinking of the oral exams for piloting is one of my strong suits. It's really hard to think of answers to things and say them right the first time. So I'm really happy that I did good enough to be able to pass this on the first try too.
Was your first try? Okay. And did they let you know right away at the end, or did you have to wait for them to?
They let you know right away if you fail, like
Okay.
instantly. So
If you say something
takebacks
wrong.
on anything you say, yeah.
My goodness, I'm glad I'm not being scored on my announcing of these races, because I would be failed out in a hurry. And I must say, I like that it's a very challenging test, right? If someone's going to be flying a commercial use aircraft and doing things that people rely on, I'm glad it's a tough test, and I'm really thrilled that you passed it today on your first try, Rusky. So congratulations, and you get to celebrate by racing here in the CDSC final. You joined us sort of mid-season. It was already after we stopped flying in real life, unfortunately, but you had a couple of second-place finishes your first couple weeks with us. One of those was behind Speedy Tinkles, who you're flying with today. Then you finished ahead of Speedy a couple times. Back-to-back wins in the last 2 weeks, so you're riding a 2-week winning streak into the final, and we've got some very fancy math that Netizen is working on right now to come up with, based on the results of today, who the top pilots in the CDSC Flying Fall Season 2020 will be, and we will podium and have a whole virtual podium at the end of this race to announce that. So today's results will count, and we got the fancy math, and that's all coming. So welcome pilots. It's great to have you here.
Which, if you know us, means we're making it up as we go.
That makes it fancy. But it will count. I mean, we got all the data here. We're going to make it make total sense, and we'll stand behind it. All right, so
I don't play favorites, we'll just be clear.
That's right. Okay, so stick around after the race. We are going to race, and then I believe we have some Chase the Gates, correct? All right, Chase the Gates, our brand new game, which we pioneered here at Ready, Tech, Go. In real life, we've got a Velocidrone version of it. We will play that today as well because it's just fun. It's not about memorization. It's about reaction. And we'll just unofficially run those. It won't count against the race results in the season, but we are definitely incorporating that into the Youth Drone Sports Championships, Collegiate Drone Sports Championships from here on out. So Chase the Gates coming up, and then a virtual podium. All right, let's take a look at what this course looks like. If we can switch over. Flying around. Okay, Rusky's currently flying around. Notice it's on the YDSC arena floor. Zipping up to the scoreboard. Look at this. Nice little tour as we follow his quad in spectator mode. Nice tour. That is a giant arena that is empty, just like the NBA games right now. If you've tuned into any NBA games, it looks just like this. Nobody in the seats, but they're playing basketball. Well, we've got the same thing going, and we're flying drones virtually. Everybody doing it safely from home. And they've been practicing for a little while. I think it's time to get going. Let me get a confirmation from Sour Power. How many laps are we looking at? A 1-lap course. Okay, just like the state finals, when we had our state championships back in May for the high school students in Minnesota, we were in this building. We were on this court. It was a different course, but it was another 1-lapper. Speedy Tinkles, back then he was called Donut, by the way. Speedy Tinkles was involved in that pressure cooker of a race live on Fox Sports North. He makes a return here to YDSC Arena, and now he's got to worry about Rusky and Shy Dragon. All right, I think they are ready to go, and what we're going to do, we haven't really talked format here.
Well, with 3 we usually do. Oh, you're right. I don't know what we normally do.
We've done 5 with scoring.
Yeah.
So let's do 5 with scoring. And that's right, pilots? 5, or did we do 7 last time?
5 should be enough.
Yeah, I think it's a final. Let's go 7. All right, we're calling this Route 47.
Just a heads up, looking at the lap timing. Brian's giving us evil eyes now.
All right.
We'll do 5.
Let's call it 5, and then we can kind of have an advance match. Let's call it that way. All right, so pilots, 1-lap wonders. We're doing 5 scoring heats guaranteed, and then we take it from there. 1 second. I'm getting the 1 second symbol. One index finger extended. If it's not a thumb extended, we gotta wait. Thumb down.
Thumb down. And less than thumbs up.
Those who watch these races.
Wait, what's going on over here?
Poster Duck has emerged, and his computer has cooked itself. The SSD. Oh, too bad. All right. Well, shout out to Poster Duck, one of our pilots in the CDSC this season. Freshman at University of Minnesota Duluth this fall. Not join us today, but we will give him a shout out in our virtual podium at the end, along with all the pilots who flew with us. All right. Pilots are ready. Let's learn this course as we see them fly it. That's how I do it lately. We've got Speedy Tinkles, Shy Dragon, and Rusky. 1 lap wonder, heat 1 of 5. And let's see, Speedy. Oh, he's out first. Sorry. He's going down a ladder and he's going through a slalom. Around and around, a little convergence of flags right there, and then he's into. Oops, that's what I gotta do. My goodness, sorry spectators. I'm getting used to the cameras. And Speedy Tinkles zips across. Now he's into the giant. Nope. Clearly, I have not studied this course yet, but he has got a significant lead over Rusky right now. Shy Dragon currently in 3rd. Speedy feeling comfortable climbing the pyramid. Knows this floor. And he comes in at a 52nd lap. Solid win for Speedy Tinkles. Now we have Rusky in the pyramid. Climbing. That's a lot of technical stuff right there. And you gotta hit, this is a crazy finish. You gotta hit that moving gate at the end, and if it's in the wrong position, you're gonna crash right into the backboard. And I think that's what happened to you. Rusky, correct? Did you crash into the backboard?
Yeah, but it's alright, because the last gate is before it, so you finish it.
Got it, and it's just a virtual drone. Speedy, I think you missed the backboard, correct?
I did. That was just timing where it was way down to the right when I went.
Okay. I forgot about it when you were hitting it. So, all right, here comes Shy Dragon, and she is finished. I think she missed it too. You missed it, did you not? It's the backboard?
Yeah.
All right, nicely done. Well, Rusky, you got the crash landing. Speedy Tinkles gets the first win. Rusky 2nd. Shy Dragon 3rd. That is the first heat in the books. And I'll try to get a different angle on this finish gate situation, but it's a moving gate. So as they come out of the pyramid, they got to look and see where is that moving gate, and they got to hit it as fast as they can. It's the finish gate, and if it's in the wrong place, they will crash into the backboard. A bit of ingenuity and creativity from Sour Power. I love it. It is finals day. CDSC. Okay, are they ready to go again? Let's run them again. On camera 0. All right, fast start by Rusky and Speedy Tinkles. Go along the baseline. Okay, Rusky giving chase. Let me get to a different camera as they go through this tunnel array right here. And it's into the 4 square. And some interesting kind of ladder rows. Another moving element there, the wagon wheel. And then it's across, I don't even know what to call those things on the floor. The tunnels come back. Do you hit the tunnel early and then you hit it again later? I'm getting the hang of this. All right, he's into the pyramid is Speedy Tinkles. Rusky's close though. Oh, Speedy hit the backboard. I missed Rusky's finish, but Speedy got it again by only 3 seconds this time. Rusky, did you avoid the backboard this time?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, Speedy got it. 3 seconds later, you got to miss it. And we are now watching Shy Dragon who won our last IRL CDSC race back on November 13th in historic fashion. I want to watch some FPV as she is climbing that. Oh, I missed it. All right, here we go for the finish. She's got to go back. She's got to hit that moving. Did she go through it? Oh, I didn't even notice. In FPV, I thought it looked like she missed it. Okay, strong finish by Shy Dragon. Sorry about that. Missed the backboard, though. Nicely done. All right, well, now I'm getting the hang of this course. It is cool. Definitely a nice challenge for our college kids. Oh, this is a nice view from Shy Dragon of the whole YDSC arena. Shy Dragon flew with us in the state tournament last May as well. So she's got some memories of this court. She is going to be leading the Tiny Turbines team this spring, homeschool team in the YDSC. Also competing in the CDSC, taking college classes. Very impressive. Okay, oh, there's the luxury boxes where we don't get to sit. Only the lawyers get to sit up there. Let's tour the arena. This is just a nice way to celebrate the fact that we have our own arena. A little break in the racing. Fly around. I'm watching you fly, Shy Dragon. All right, that's 2 for Speedy Tinkles. 2 second place finishes for Rusky. Same finish order. Can we break that up? Let's see. Ready to go for heat number 3? They are ready. That was a great tour, though. Okay. Fast start. Speedy really has this course grooved up, but Rusky's with him now. I'm going to go first-person view and have Rusky chase. Just as I do, there's some issue. It's in the foursquare. There he is. He sees Speedy Tinkles just ahead of him. Now we get a look at what the pilots see as they zip around this course. Whatever those things are called, Rusky had an issue. Alright, trying to catch up into the tunnels. And he does. It looks like Speedy might have had an issue as well. So, we're into the pyramid. This is the proving ground. Watch Speedy, and Speedy wins it again. Rusky still getting out. He looks like he did hit the backboard that time. Another win for Speedy Tinkles. Another second for Rusky. All right, some math is being pointed out to me. I'm trying to make sense of it while I'm watching. Speedy, or I'm sorry, Shy Dragon with just poetic flying. Oh, nice job hitting that finish gate and ducking under the backboard. This is super fun. I love that end of that course. Leave it to Sour Power. He went through the side of the finish gate there. Such great freestyle by Shy Dragon after the races. I'm just going to enjoy that. All right, let me see if I can understand. Okay, so third.
Yeah. We haven't added today's results on top, but that would put these
Totals
two
for now. Okay.
Yep, those are totals for now. So that's your weight. 1 point for that. 4 points for that.
Fourth right there.
With what? Yes, fourth. Yep.
Place right there. Okay.
Yep. So and then 2 points for a runner-up right there. So those we can change the weights, but I mean it's not going to change the ordering much. I like that.
I like it too. Looks good to me. All right. If we can sort by order when we're done, then I can just read it from the bottom later.
Yep.
Okay, so we are 3 heats in to our 5 heat schedule here on the scoring heats, and it's been Speedy Tinkles every time. Speedy, did you get how much time did you have to practice on this track? It looks like you know it extremely well.
Yeah, we've all had a little bit just in this group to practice it. I think like an hour before the race, maybe.
Okay.
But yeah, I think I got it down.
Does it play to
It's been fun.
your strengths as a pilot?
Yeah, I'm definitely a much more technical pilot, and I think this course at least has more technical parts to it than previous courses we've flown.
All right. You are 3 for 3 so far with the wins. And we've got 2 more to go, so let's see if you can continue the streak, or if Rusky and Shy Dragon can break things up a little bit. These points will count toward our season-ending total, and today is the last race of the season, the fall finale, the Flying Fall Final in the CDSC. It is finals week, and it's Friday. That means college day here at YDSC Arena. All right, are they ready for heat number 4? Sour Power says they're ready. An FPV. Switch back to spectate. I'm in the ladder. Speedy Tinkle's being chased by Rusky. Once again. All right, let's go back on board with Rusky in the second position, chasing University of Minnesota Golden Gopher. Speedy Tinkles. Oh, Rusky is now taking the lead, actually. I was looking for Speedy Tinkles. He's not there because Rusky is in the lead. Close, though. They're both in the pyramid. Watching our leader. Rusky gets it this time. Here comes Speedy Tinkles. Speedy Tinkles grabs second on that one. All right, and we're back on board with Shy Dragon. It's like a really fun course to fly. I may try my hand on it at it as well, although I will never be this fast. She's into the pyramid.
Is this race number 4?
This is number 4.
Okay.
All right, she hits the final gate. It's a big one. It just is moving, so you got to keep an eye on it. Nice finish for Shy Dragon. All right, so Rusky grabs a win on that one. Rusky, your thoughts on this course? Does it play to your strengths, and what happened for you on that one? Did you get a pretty perfect heat?
Yeah, I got a 0 crashes run. I don't know, these first 3 heats I've just been crashing a lot. I don't know why. So I got no crashes that time, and I was able to win.
Yeah, super clean. I was on board with you, thinking you were in second. Suddenly I realized you were in first, so sorry about that. But you raced your race and kept it clean. Speedy, any contact on that one?
I had 1 gate, but
Okay.
Russ definitely had a crazy time on that.
Yeah, look at that, 50 change. You were just 3 seconds back, so. All right, well, it's 3 wins for Speedy Tinkles, 1 for Rusky, and we're going into heat number 5 here. And then we will figure out where we go from there. And after racing, we have Chase the Gates. Shy Dragon, have you played Chase the Gates yet?
No, I haven't.
You have not. I know you've been racing in the Elite Drone Sports Championships on Saturday. That's strictly racing, so it'll be fun to have you play Chase the Gates for the first time. It definitely is a little bit of a different FPV experience. So that's coming up next, but we have 1 more scoring heat to go in the race portion. Can Rusky put together another strong heat, get another win, or is Speedy or Shy Dragon gonna take this 5th one? Let's see. As we line them up, there's your countdown in the Collegiate Drone Sports Championships Fall Final. All right, Speedy and Rusky, fast friends in that ladder down. Pressure is on to get this last win. Every point counts. I'm going first person. I'm gonna watch it. See this course like this. Through that moving wagon wheel. That's got to be tricky if you don't hit that one. If it's not where you think it's going to be, I guess. As Resky chasing Speedy Tinkles about as close as you can be, makes the pass there. Speedy passes back. My goodness, they are in the pyramid. What is going to happen here? Look at this. And I think Speedy got it. He did. That was incredibly fast. Let's look at the times. Just a second apart. You guys saw each other in the pyramid. Amazing. Speedy gets the win by almost exactly a second. I think Resky had a little catch in one of those pyramids. It was enough to cost him. They were trading places. Okay, and Shy Dragon. Beautiful flying. She heads for the finish gate on the last. There it is. On the last of the scoring heats. Okay, so let's tabulate the scores on the race. I think with 4 wins under his belt, it's pretty clear who's going to have the race win here. Speedy Tinkles. Let's just make sure we have official results. There they are on the screen. Okay, Speedy Tinkles with 47, Resky with 38, Shy Dragon with 15. I don't know what that scoring means, but I'm just going to trust it. It looks like it's representative of what happened here.
It did. I added the points. Usually I like to distribute it so second weight doesn't get slaughtered so much. So it's a 10-7-3 is the breakdown there. Normally that would be equivalent to a 9-6. So it weights the second place finish slightly more than it normally does. So just a little finish. So.
All right. Well, that is it for the race portion. Congratulations, Speedy Tinkles. Technical course suited your skills very nicely, and it was a familiar setting. What was it like in that last heat in particular with Resky just breathing down your neck?
Yeah, that was a crazy race. I think those are 2 really good times, and I think we were both giving it our all for that last race. So that was an awesome race, and we were super close.
Yeah, looking at the timings, Resky's last heat, the one he won, was a 50 and change. He was faster by a second on this one, 49 and change, but you had 48 and change. So extremely fast. I wasn't catching the times earlier. Sour Power, did you see? Is 48 the fastest we had? I definitely think Speedy was being pushed on that one. All right, I don't think we paying attention. Let's type it. Okay. Let's see. Blazing fast. Could you hear him behind you? Did you have the sounds on, Speedy? Do you know how close he was?
I did not have the sounds, no.
Did not have the sounds on.
There is definitely parts of this course, though, where you do 180s, and I could definitely see the white drone right on me.
Yeah, and he got you. He passed a little bit there near the end. Resky, you were on his tail the whole time. You were looking to try to get another win here. Tough to catch Speedy Tinkles, though, when he's in that groove. It looked like you had another contactless heat, though. Is that true?
Yeah, I just overshot the second to last gate on the pyramid. So I went there. I had to go around a bit, and it was just a second long enough so he could get in. It was unfortunate because I was leading in the pyramid, at least by a little bit.
You did. You got the edge there in the pyramid for a second. I was watching your FPV feed, but Speedy was able to get out of there faster and hit the end in our crazy moving gate. And then Shy Dragon, solid flying. I didn't see a whole lot of contact on the gates from you, Shy Dragon. Were you able to hit the gates pretty clean?
Yeah, that worked out good.
I admire that so much. I think just the ability to be able to hit a gate, a course this elaborate, and just be able to get through everything nice and clean. Speed will absolutely come, but it's just a joy to watch you fly. As I see you zipping around the course here, As we close out the race portion, we move into the finale of our fall final, which is the brand new game of Chase the Gates. So it'll be the first time for Shy Dragon. We're going to move into a different map. Do we have 3? All right. We have 3 courses for Chase the Gates. I will do a quick explainer. Yeah, it's a good comment from Eclipse in chat, by the way. Learning things about this course. All right, Chase the Gates. We have a brand new game in the Drone Sports Championships. That's why we call it the Drone Sports Championships. Instead of memorizing your path through a race course, we pioneered it here at Ready Tech Go, where we turn on one gate at a time, and you need to fly through it while it is lit. So you have to react. You have to be ready to respond, and if you don't get to it fast enough, you don't get the point. That's how we do it in real life. Whoever gets the most points in 2 minutes wins. I don't think any of these pilots have played in real life, and it's the first time that Shy Dragon has played it, period. So we have adapted it for Velocidrone, and in Velocidrone, we have crazy courses designed by Sour Power. And if you can look on your screen right now, you'll see that we are back in YDSC Arena, but with a brand new course, a bunch of levitating half-circle gates. If you look closely, they are not on the ground. It's hard to tell, but they are not on the ground. This is important, pilots. You cannot go too low through these half gates because it will not count. You have to be north of the bottom of the gate, and the gates are hovering. All right, so keep that in mind as you're flying on this course. It just looks like a bunch of like grass that's blown over or something. And here's how it's going to work with Chase the Gates. You're not going to fly through these sequentially. It's going to be like whack-a-mole. What is the next gate to hit? You're going to have to keep an eye on your gate indicators, which we will not see. You're going to have to keep an eye on the little arrow indicators that Velocidrone helps you with to show you what direction you should fly in to get to the next gate. But the gates are going to be randomly ordered. All right, there is one magic gate that represents the end. Whoever gets to that first will win this round of Chase the Gates. It's possible, this happened with our Kid Legends pilots, it's possible that you will run out of battery before you get to the end. So if that happens, if all pilots run out of batteries, then we just count up how many gates you got. So you're just hitting the gates that the game tells you to hit. Hit them as fast as you can. You don't know what comes next. Round and round you go. Where it stops, nobody knows. One pilot will either hit the finish gate, the final gate, before anybody else. At that point, Sour Power will say disarm, because that will be the official finish order at that point. And if everyone runs out of battery, then everyone runs out of battery. So let's see what happens in this first game, game 1 of 3 in Chase the Gates. Always a fun time, and these courses just getting more and more interesting.
Well, Marty, before we get started with this, these next 2 maps are actually inspired by Eclipse. They told me suggestion.
All right.
And so these next 2 are actually inspired by that.
Interesting. All right, so Eclipse is another star pilot on the Tiny Turbines team with Shy Dragon. Eclipse, I'm told now by Sour Power, actually created the inspiration, came up with the inspiration for these next 2 Chase the Gates maps. Eclipse has played Chase the Gates with us, and I think they enjoy the game. They've done well. So interesting that a teammate of Shy Dragon was involved in the creation and the design of these tracks. All right, I'm waiting to hear more about what that means. Will that give Shy Dragon some sort of advantage? We shall see. It's her first time playing Chase the Gates. So let's see what happens. Again, we won't see the gate indicators that the pilots see, so we will just look at the count of gates over on the left. That's how we follow along. And any other questions? Pilots, any questions before we jump in? I think they're locked in. All right. Let's see what happens Round 1 of Chase the Gates CDSC Fall Final. All right, they're off. Why am I not following? What's happening here? There we go. I was on the wrong camera.
Got it?
Got it. All right, so we are watching Rusky and Speedy Tinkles out in front. Speedy currently with a couple gate lead. Again, the gates are scattered all over the place. So when you hit a gate, you have to then react to where the next gate is. You don't know where it is. It's a secret. A secret posed by Sour Power. Keep these pilots on their toes. Now, if a pilot has trouble with a gate or accidentally makes some contact, that could spring another pilot that is chasing them. And that's what's happened. Rusky has somehow closed the gap and passed Speedy Tinkle. So Rusky is now in the lead, but not by much. We don't know where the finish line is, so you got to keep your lead and just hang on as long as you can, I guess. Excuse me for 1 second. Right, I gotta remember to get a bottle of water before doing this. Rusky's still your leader. Sky Dragon in her first game of Chase the Gates, getting the hang of it. Gotta keep an eye on those gate indicators and the arrows that the games give you. But Rusky, who has self-proclaimed, beginner at Chase the Gates, currently has the lead. Can Speedy Tinkles catch up to Rusky here? Zigzagging around. It's just like a million blades of grass to fly through. They're all levitating, so you can't go too low. If we look at the gate counts, Rusky's up to 48 gates right now, 49. And Rusky got it. Rusky got it just ahead of Speedy Tinkles. He hit the magical finish gate, the invisible finish gate, first, and it's like about 3 seconds ahead of when Speedy Tinkles hit it. So congratulations, Rusky, winning the first game of Chase the Gates. Not officially playing into our results here for the season, but it's kind of like what would we call that? Like what do we call that in the Olympics when they test a new sport because they're going to make it a medal sport later? Anybody? A trial sport? I'm testing my Olympic knowledge, but yeah. It's like that. Whatever they call it, it's like that. It's a trial sport in the Collegiate Drone Sports Championships and all of the DSC series. Nice job, Rusky. Okay, so Sour Power, are we going to stay in YDSC Arena for the next map? He giggles. Giggles and says yes. All right. He's talking about recharge gates. I'm curious to learn what Eclipse, what the suggestion was from Eclipse. I see. Yeah. All right, so the answer, I don't know if you can hear Sour Power, but rather than taking an existing race course and just making it a Chase the Gates course, the custom design that Eclipse had in mind was to just have a bunch of repeating gates, just gates that all looked like one another, all in an environment, so that it would be even more whack-a-mole to try to find them all and zigzagging around, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So the Sour Power Touch is coming, whatever that means. Conspiring with Eclipse, one of the star pilots in the YDSC, high school student, star of the Tiny Turbines team. All right, let's go again. Still in YDSC Arena. There may or may not be a recharge gate. What that means is one of these gates might actually, after you fly through it, you get new battery life. That's something we can do in Velocidrome that we can't do in real life. But it comes in handy sometimes. Oh, and it won't be near one of the gates. Lots of information we're onboarding here in our trial sport. I'm gonna figure out what that name is. What do they call it in the Olympics? Temporary sport? Going to Google while we're on the stream. Okay. Anybody need some extra time, or are we ready to switch it? Test events, that's not it. You know the Summer Olympics in 2024 are going to introduce breakdancing?
Really?
Yeah.
That's
breakdancing
awesome.
in the Summer Olympics.
There you go, Warren.
Ooh, look at that. That's awesome. Okay, we're going again. Starting from the stands. Saw that for the first time with the Kid Legends the other day. Our Power starting a new tradition of starting from the seats as Rusky passes Speedy Tinkles. It's all about reaction time now. Look at these pilots. Speedy Tinkles takes the lead over. Oh, this is awesome. This is some epic chase the gates right here, everybody. Rusky back in the lead. Who's going to have the tighter lines? Who's going to see it first? Leader is now Rusky, junior from the University of North Dakota in Grand Forks, originally from the Twin Cities, heading back here for the holidays, fresh off of his past oral examination for his commercial pilot's license. Big day for Rusky as he holds a lead right now in this grass farm of gates to be chasing. He has grabbed the lead and he is hanging on to it tight. I do not see. There's Tinkles. Tinkles is applying pressure, but Rusky has had the lead here for a little landing. He got up though. Saw a little tumble onto the ground, but did not give up the lead when that happened. Still leading. Round and round they go. Where they stop, nobody knows. There's one gate out there that will be the end, but who knows where it is. They just got to keep flying, keep searching, keep chasing. Is that a recharge gate? Recharge gate not on the course. Okay. All right, Tinkle's trying to catch up. Rusky still has the lead. Shy Dragon a little ways behind, getting used to this new game. Her teammate inspired the approach to the course design. Eclipse with a presence here in the CDSC event today. All right. Rusky's going up. Why is he going up there? He needs battery life. He went over the scoreboard. My goodness. There's a gate up there?
No.
That's awesome. That is awesome. Oh my gosh. Rusky.
I forgot about those until he started going up. I'm like, oh yeah, I did add those in there.
Rusky gets the win again, 2 in a row. No longer a novice in Chase the Gates, establishing your dominance here so far today. And what did you think, Rusky, when all of a sudden the gate arrows were telling you to go up north?
It makes sense. Makes sense.
Hold on, I gotta go FPV with you and just see what it looks like up there. Can you reenact what you did? Is there a gate up there? Let's see. There it is. 2 of them. Oh, that is so great. There's the vast array of bent grass that is the main gates array right there. Speedy, you had to chase him up there. Could you see him on the way up? Did you see how far behind you were?
I actually went for the recharge gate once I saw the gate indicator up there because I didn't think I was going to make it. So I didn't see him when he was going up.
Battery was getting close.
Yeah.
Well, what a way to wear out a quad, starting up in the stands and then having to zip around back and forth through all these gates. The mind of Sour Power. All right, and Shy Dragon, thoughts on this new game compared to racing? The sim, at least.
I have not. This is weird.
It's weird.
This is weird.
I mean, it's not the same in Velocidrome because there's those little arrows that point you in the right direction. When you play it in real life, you're just out there yawing around, looking for the next gate, and so it's not quite the same thing in real life. So we'll have to give you a try in real life when we're back in real life. Ready Tech Go should open on January 11th. We will immediately reinstitute Chase the Gates because it is awesome in real life. But in the sim, a little bit different, a little crazy. But you gave it a go. Oh, and by the way, we have one more, don't we?
We still have one more.
We still have one more.
I'm thinking about before we move, I think we should take an extra minute and a half to, I'm going to go load up this course while we're here, and it's going to be a 3-lapper, and we're just going to go ahead and go. I want to see how it plays out. I think we should do it for fun, and then switch over to last time.
Oh, see. We're going to race this course and do it in 3 laps before we move on to our last Chase the Gates.
Yes.
Sounds good to me. Pilots, you up for that? A little race across the floor here?
This is a little fun race.
Never know what to
This
expect.
course?
Yep, this course. Oh, it's not this course? You're going to throw a different course in?
Yeah.
All right. So from time to time, we do this in what we call daily office hours in the YDSC. Our Power will just throw courses at pilots, sight unseen. Oh, here we go. Purple. All right. Pilots have not practiced. Starting in the stands. Oh, yes. Where are they? Can't find them. Oh, I see. Yeah. Okay. Rusky's the leader. Sometimes when we do these stay in the same place and change the course, it can mess with the ability to look at spectator cam. So Speedy is chasing Rusky, but Rusky's already on his 3rd lap. And it looks like, how many gates are on here? Oh yeah, this is the one where you gotta do the figure 8. That's the finish for Rusky. You gotta basically S through all the gates. And then you do a big figure 8 around the backboard poles. Speedy Tinkles comes in 2nd. Now we're watching Shy Dragon. Super clean, as always. Going around the stanchions, as they say in basketball, and hitting that finish gate. Nice job, Shy Dragon. All right, a little return to racing. Rusky gets this one by a little bit over Speedy Tinkles. Rusky coming on strong here at the end of this CDSC fall final. Again, Speedy Tinkles won the race portion. Rusky 2 for 2 in Chase the Gates, and just got that little extra race there. Now we have one more Chase the Gates, and that will be the last event of this, and then we can let these students get back to their finals. All but Rusky, who is done with finals. Congratulations, Rusky. Done with finals, done with your test today that you passed with flying colors for commercial plane flying, aviation, commercial aircraft. And you're also done with, you've got a win in the Elite Drone Sports Championship, so you automatically qualify for the final of that. You don't have to worry about that either.
Up.
Doing well. All right, well, you got one more here. Oh, yes. Thank you, Sour Power. Love this one. We are out the castle. How do I get over there? I'm zoomed in. Okay. You can see the pilots are flying around a castle. It is a giant map. It is a big castle. There's a Tesla parked somewhere. There are airplanes parked somewhere. Okay, they are starting. Find them. Remember, it's chase the gates. They need to go wherever the game tells them the next gate is, but they are not sequential. They are all over the place. Speedy Tinkles starting off with an edge on Rusky, and this is just a lot of flying, everybody. There's the Tesla. Trees count. To hit the trees in just the right way. This is the finale, folks. CDSC, our first ever CDSC season, by the way. Gonna head to big things in the spring as we add more schools and we add team racing. Rusky has grabbed lead away from Speedy Tinkles. Oh, and they're hitting all those gates on the wall. Look how close they are. Super close. Speedy Tinkles is back in the lead. Oh, this is tight. Tinkles went down momentarily. Doesn't. Oh, and yep, it does. Rusky now. Gotta get around the side of the wall. Right now they're over in that section. Keeping an eye on Shy Dragon as well. She's getting used to this game, and now we throw her at the castle at her. Gotta find the right angle for where these pilots are. Yeah. Let's go FPV and let's watch our second place pilot for now, Speedy Tinkles, going through the little fancy work over the doorway. Been all the way across. Gotta hit a gate on that little platform. He sees Rusky. He's right with him. You gotta pay attention to your next gate. And you also have to, if you choose, look at who you're chasing. You're into the tires now. Don't know what the finish gate is. Is there a recharge gate on this course? There is a recharge gate on this course. They might need it. This is a lot of flying. Speedy Tinkles is now in the lead again. Right, now where? Where do I go next? We don't see the gate indicators. Oh, into the playground equipment. What a castle this is. Pilots are forced to just react quickly to the information they're given. Speedy now with a couple gate lead over Rusky. Be working on that good slide portion now into the roundabout. What do you call that thing? The thing that makes you sick if you spin too fast? Really, Whirl?
Any amusement park ride?
Oh,
Now that I'm
wait.
over 25.
Wait a minute. Oh, Speedy's down. He did not make it to the recharge gate. Rusky's down, and Shy is still flying. So if Shy can keep it together here, this is interesting. Speedy Tinkles.
Oh no.
I don't know where the recharge gate though. Everyone keeps talking about it.
That's alright, that's the point of it. It's somewhere in there, and it's never going to be in the same place twice.
My goodness. Is it one of the gates that you're supposed to hit? Or it's just a gate if you see it?
It's a gate.
Is there a visual indicator that it's a recharge gate?
So if you, who's on there now? So Shy Dragon, if you go down, go towards, turn around, and yeah, just go straight down.
directing
So
her
like
down.
for this one instance, now turn to your right. To the yacht right there. That's like how one is gonna be. But you never know if it's gonna be in a garage, if it's gonna be in a tower. If it's gonna be
They always glow. Is it always clear that it's a recharge gate because it glows? So
it's either gonna be blue or
Yeah, if you can see it at all. You can't see it from the outside, so how
Well-
are you ever supposed to know it's there?
Speedy, I think I was on board with you, and you got almost up to it. Didn't you? Were you trying to get to it?
Yeah, I realized my battery percentage too late, and I was right on my way when my drone cut.
Russ was frantically looking
I
for it
was looking for it. Yeah.
too. He's like, where, yaw.
Well, this is what takes Chase the Gates in Velocidrone to another level, is when you got a battery burner of a course, right? And you gotta like find that recharge gate. That was awesome. I didn't know exactly what I was seeing as I was seeing it, but I saw Speedy Tinkles heading for the recharge gate. Turns out he needed it. Ran out of battery, steps away from it, feet away from it. Brian can't stop laughing. That was awesome, you guys. Well, thank you for being good sports. Shy Dragon, I thought maybe you had enough in your battery to pass both of them. I was hoping, but you came
I
in.
still don't know where the recharge gate on the last course is.
Where was it on the last course?
It was up in the back, like where the players come in. You can't see the outside of the gate, but you can see the blue line.
There, you saw the glow. I saw the glow back there, like in the tunnel.
Yeah, that
Okay.
was the glow back there.
I would say, okay, so it becomes strategic when you break off from the gates and you hit the recharge gate when you need it. Could have come in handy today here at the castle. The castle, talk about a battery burner. All right, so Speedy Tinkles grabs the win in the last Chase the Gates. So Speedy Tinkles and Rusky exchanging wins. Speedy had almost all the wins in the races. Rusky had one. Rusky had almost all the wins in Chase the Gates. Speedy got one. That is our experimental, whatever we call it. I still don't know what they call it. Petition sport? What do they call it in the Olympics? I can't. Anyway, they're testing it. They're testing it. Some sports are in, we know them. Some are new, like breakdancing. They do it as a test for a while. That's what Chase the Gates is. And this is the Collegiate Drone Sports Championships, and this is our final of the fall season. What a fall season it's been. Unlike anything we've ever seen before. We're going to watch Speedy Tinkles touring the castle grounds here as we get ready for our big podium here in Collegiate Drone Sports Championships. All the flying.
Test event.
Called a what event?
Test event.
A test. It is called a test event? Okay. Thanks for looking that up. I was looking that up and I couldn't. A test event. All right. Well, it's the Drone Sports Championships for a reason. It's not just racing. And I know, Rusky, you've talked about trying to invent some new games as well.
I'm thinking it's really hard though.
Anything you can do with a first-person view drone that's competitive, we will help you develop it, test it, make it happen. We're looking for all kinds of things we can do with these drones. So this was a great group. We were thrilled to have Speedy Tinkles, Shy Dragon, and Rusky flying with us here in the fall final. I know it is finals week in more ways than one. Lots of tests out there. But let's take a look at a review of the CDSC season. And are we able to kind of do a profile look at each pilot as we go through, Joel?
Yes, we can.
Okay. So we're going to go through all the pilots that participated in this CDS season. We have a huge CDS season coming up next spring. And I'm going to talk to all the pilots here today about it and all the other pilots that I'm going to mention here momentarily. The way we're going to do it is because it's still the pandemic and people still need to be careful and responsible. We are going to enable racing against other schools without leaving your school. Okay, real life racing, real life drones against other schools without having to leave your school. So, buckle up for that, pilots. Get ready. We're going to talk to Rusky about UND. We're going to talk to Speedy Tinkles about the University of Minnesota University of Minnesota. We've got pilots at University of Minnesota Duluth. We've got pilots all over St. John's, St. Thomas, all kinds of schools. It's going to be awesome. Now let's review the pilots that we had in our fall season, starting with one of the funniest profile pictures we have. He flew once with us in the sim, week 1, freshman at the University of Minnesota, took an enormous course load, and that prevented him from flying any more than the very first week. But he, let me go back and see how he did that first week. Finished second that first week in the sim. This is Rafe Coven from the University of Minnesota Racers, and that's a picture of the multi-GP champion, is it not?
It is. In fact, well, no. Is it?
Soren.
Yeah. Yeah.
Racers likes to put another pilot in his picture with a heart around it. I'm going to let you decide what you think about that. But anyway, Racers gets a mention because he did fly in the YDSC with us. Coming in, and official mention in our YDSC podium, or CDSC podium. Next up, Melrose, Minnesota. A senior in high school but taking college classes and on his way to St. Cloud State next year. So look out for St. Cloud State in the CDSC coming up soon. This is Spencer Norling, Cyrus. All right, Cyrus flew in the sim with us in one CDSC event, so he gets a mention here. It was 2 weeks ago. He's been very busy lately. He works at Coburn's in Melrose, Minnesota, and he often has a conflict working at Coburn's. Could not race with us today, but he would have if he could have. All right, next up. All right, this pilot flew once in real life with us. Freshman at the University of St. Thomas over there in St. Paul. It's Matthew Murphy, Warhead. Warhead, also very busy, but he flew once in real life, and I think that was it. I think that was the only event he participated in as I look through the season results. So Warhead gets a mention. Congratulations, Matthew Murphy. We're looking for that St. Thomas team to come online here in the spring. All right, next up, all the way from Grand Forks, North Dakota, not at the University of North Dakota yet, but taking college classes as a senior up in Grand Forks. A great pilot, and he participated in a couple of sim races with us all the way from Grand Forks. This is senior in high school, taking college classes, Brendan Vapid FPV. Vapid FPV with a nice profile picture of the quad that he built. Day job is takeout. And he's been busy. He would have raced today, but he had to work. He also has to work next Tuesday when we do our YDSC final, so we give him a mention here on our podium. All right, next up. This pilot won the first IRL CDSC race of the season. And then he dropped the mic, never came back. That was it. He won the first one and went up. Did he come back?
Oh, no, he didn't. You're right.
No, he won it, came down from Duluth, where he goes to the University of Minnesota Duluth, won it, and then just said, peace out. That's it. That means he is not as high on the results as everybody else, but he does have a real-life win under his belt. This is high voltage. Will Schwiedering, freshman at the University of Minnesota Duluth, doing the human flag pose. You may remember him from that state champion, two-time state champion St. Louis Park team. He's now a freshman at the University of Minnesota Duluth. I thought I was going to get him in today, but he was driving home for the holidays. So high voltage on the big board with a win in real life here in the YDSC. And that means next up we have a pilot who was going to be here today, but he fried his board. He flew, let's see, raced with us 3 times in real life. He got 1 second place in real life. Was not certain about flying with us in the sim. He was also a freshman at University of Minnesota Duluth, but he was home a lot on the weekends, so he flew with us in real life 3 times. Finally made the transition into the sim, was going to fly with us again today, but fried his board. And let's see, what was his best finish in the sim? Looks like he had a 4th place last week in the sim, his first time. This is Charlie Postlethwaite, poster duck, 19 years old, originally from Lakeville, freshman at the University of Minnesota Duluth.
In real life, he took a 2nd place. Poster
Did
duck.
he took a second place in the second real life race. So
Yep, and I actually moved him a second place in the, excuse me, the Friday 11-13 because I gave the handicap win to Nautilus. So that would move Poster Duck up. So that's just different math behind the scenes, but we'll give him 2 second places basically.
got it. Okay, awesome. All right, congratulations, Poster Duck. Sorry about your computer. We hope you are able to fix that and fly. I know he's busy flying in the Elite Drone Sports Championships as well. Another one of those coming up tomorrow. But Poster Duck on the podium here, virtually in the CDSC, as we round out our final list of pilots. Next up, all the way from Adelaide, Australia. And I was late to remind him of the final, and if I don't remind him early enough, he's fast asleep in the middle of the night. He has to arrange his sleep schedule. So I'm sorry that Black Wolf was not here today, but Tristan Hahn, all the way from Australia. He cannot race with us on the normal YDSC race day because he has school, because it's the next day in Australia. But the college schedule worked. He is taking college classes, so we welcomed him into the CDSC. Of course, he only flew in the sim. Could not make the trip here from Adelaide, Australia, especially during the pandemic. But he was rocking in the sim. He won the first ever sim race, took second in another one, tied for second in the last sim race a week ago with Speedy Tinkles. So Black Wolf had another second. Let's see. Yeah, great season for Black Wolf FPV in the CDSC, and we were just thrilled that this schedule worked for him. So shout out to Adelaide, Australia's own Black Wolf FPV. Great flying. Nice cat profile picture too. All right, next up. Couldn't be here today, but I will tell you, he has inspired Sour Power to no end by critiquing his Chase the Gates courses. This guy was probably the best of all in terms of double duty. He won a real life race, and then he made the switch into the sim, and he won a sim race. No one else, I think, can say that here. No, I think he's the only one that can say that he won both a real life race and a sim race. We know he likes flying in real life. He also said that flying in real life a lot helped him with Chase the Gates in Velocidrone, and that just sent Sour Power reeling and making the most complicated Chase the Gates course that he ever could. All inspired by this man, Sam Westlake, real name Mr. FPV, pilot name Nautilus FPV, junior at the University of Minnesota. Super busy with finals, so he could not fly today, but we want to give him a big shout out. He was flying crazy fast in real life when we were flying in real life. It was just a joy to watch, and made the transition into the sim, embodied the spirit of the CDSC Fall 2020 season, that's for sure. Congratulations, Nautilus FPV. All right, next up. She flew with us today, and she had her own win in real life in our last real life race of the CDS season. We will never forget it. She is a senior in high school, but taking college classes, leading her Tiny Turbines team of homeschool pilots. Awesome profile picture, awesome pilot, keeps it clean, keeps it smooth at all times. Congratulations, Aurora Pass, Shy Dragon. You are on our podium here for the CDSC season. Thoughts on flying with us in our first fall at Ready Tech Go, where you came several times to fly and then switching into the sim? Could you ever imagine this would have happened? Quite like this.
Well, it's quite a nice place we got there.
Well, I'm glad that you like it. We appreciate you coming here and flying, and congratulations on being on our podium. Now, the final results, let's see. Shy Dragon officially overall. Do we know what her official order was overall? Okay, 8th overall.
No, 6th.
Oh, sorry, 6th overall.
Yep.
Okay, 6th overall amongst all the pilots that we just talked about. We have 2 more pilots to go. You finished 6th overall in partial attendance in the CDSC, so impressive, and that big win in the last IRL race. got you nice final position. So congratulations on that, Shy Dragon. Good luck on the EDSC races coming up, and we hope to see you back in the spring with the Tiny Turbines and in the CDSC as well. Now, before we go on to these last two pilots, Nautilus took third, right? Nautilus took third overall?
Yes, that's
All right.
correct.
Now, can we take a quick look back in our back room and see what's happening there in the back room?
We can. So there's your trophies that we're printing up right now.
If you're watching the live stream, you see we have a 3D printer going in the back, and we have this special micro quadcopter trophy design that are being printed right here at Ready Tech Go. And we have trophies for the top 3 here in the CDSC season, the inaugural CDSC season. That means the Nautilus FPV gets one for taking 3rd overall on the season. And this next pilot for taking 2nd overall on the season came in late, started halfway through. Oh wait, we got a picture here.
Yeah, so here's what it's starting to look print like, and then I'm going to show you what it looks like assembled. If we can get there, let's see, make sure I get this guy correct. Go back to here. There you go. This is what the trophy looks like.
Super cool.
So I'm going to print them in white and let people either paint them or do what they want. I think that'll be the more fun way to do it. Add a little flavor to it however they want, or stickers or whatever you want to do.
Like that.
So some assembly required, you know.
All right, super cool. If you're watching the live stream, you can see what the trophy's going to look like, and you saw a live shot of it being printed. I know we are past 6 o'clock Central, so we're going to wrap this up here quickly, but I do want to announce these final 2 pilots and give them a chance to shine on the podium. As I mentioned, 2nd place overall, joined us late in the season, but came in with force, simultaneously flying real planes and passing tests to fly real planes, but flying virtual quadcopters in our simulator. He is a junior at the University of North Dakota in Grand Forks, had back-to-back race wins coming in to today, and today's results were able to cement his status as the 2nd place overall pilot in the CDSC fall season. Congratulations, Russell Maratsky, Rusky, University of North Dakota Hawk. Thank you for joining us halfway through the season. I'm so glad your roommate walked into Ready Tech Go and was able to tell you about this.
Yeah, really great. It's been a ton of fun.
Super cool. That's how it happened. We knew about you from the CDRA race last spring, but got you into the CDSC. Do you think we can get some pilots going in the spring to compete in the spring season of the CDSC?
Yeah, for sure. Me or some of my teammates, hopefully. A lot of them had schedule conflicts this season, so hopefully that clears up.
Understandable. It took you guys by surprise here in the fall. We appreciate you making time for it and doing extraordinarily well. Crushing at Chase the Gates today, too. Do you think you're finding your groove on Chase the Gates?
Yeah, I think so. It took me a little bit, but I think I understand them a bit better.
Awesome. Well, you looked great today. Originally from Rosemont, Minnesota, not too far from the Mall of America here, so we look forward to you being back home for the holidays and back home maybe later in the school year when things open up around here at the mall. Someday we'll have you flying in real life, but we loved having you in the sim, and with multiple wins in the sim and multiple 2nd place finishes, Rusky is our 2nd place overall in the CDSC. First ever season flying fall. That means our champion, season champion in the CDSC, and I got one more surprise for you guys after we announce this, but taking college classes at the University of Minnesota, flew with us in real life, finished 2nd in real life in our opening weekend of the CDSC back in October, made the switch to the simulator, notched 3 sim wins in a row early on, and then hung on to this last final and got the race win today, going from wire to wire in the CDSC, going real life and in the sim. All of that earns him top position in the first ever CDSC championship series this fall. You will always have that to your credit. Clayton Horseman Olson, Speedy Tinkles, even did a name change halfway through the season. Extra points for that. Congratulations, Clayton. You were once Donut. You are now Speedy Tinkles. Your thoughts on being our first ever CDSC champion?
I'm super excited. This was a super fun competition, and there's some great pilots that I really had a fun time flying with.
Well, excellent statement. Well said. And you get one of these trophies. You and Rusky and Nautilus will all get these 3D printed trophies for finishing top 3 in the CDSC. But there's something else you get as well. Let's see if Joel can bring this up.
Oh, sure, yeah. Gotta go back. So this is still on my computer. It should be out hopefully in early next week. There's an app update coming out, but on your profiles now you guys have your badges. And I forget, Clayton, did you fly in season 1 with us? I don't think he did he? Were you a pilot in season 1 when we flew at Apple Valley?
At Apple Valley? I don't think you were flying that season. Were you, Clayton?
No, I don't believe so.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. So you only have the season 2 badges from last year, but you have badges now for everything you've earned. So this will show up on your profiles on your devices, and you'll be able to tap it. So if I click on here, here's a big badge. It says Season 3 Sim Champion. It says Speedy Tinkles right there. So that badge is unique, and only you have that badge. And there's a ton more things that are coming online with that whole system. So you'll be able to take that with you forever with your Hydra profile to all the different stuff that we do. So
that is the CDSC
I should have transitioned so you can see that. There you go. So there's his badge. It's tough to focus on that, but you can see it, and you can tap on it. And a big thing comes up. Season 3 Sim Champion.
That's awesome. So in the app, if you're looking at the baseball card for Speedy Tinkles or Rusky or Nautilus, we've got badges for their top finishing on the season this year. So congratulations, you guys. All right, we've kept you long enough. Thank you for hanging out. I know you got plenty of studying to do and stuff to do. And Rusky, enjoy your break. Speedy Tinkles, congratulations on the top spot in the CDSC. And Shy Dragon, thank you for being here and once again being a part of the CDSC and grabbing that big win in our last IRL race. Pilots are awesome. We are looking ahead to big things in the CDSC in the spring, so keep an eye out when we resume late in January. And we got one more final to go. It's Tuesday night, the YDSC final on a special Tuesday night edition, December 22nd. Watch out for our middle school and high school pilots closing out the fall season, and there will be more trophies and badges earned that night. When our next live stream is actually tomorrow morning for EDSC. You may see Shy Dragon, you may see some other pilots here. They're looking to win and automatically qualify for our EDSC final, which happens in late January. That's the series that runs through the holidays, the Elite Drone Sports Championships, encompassing grade school, middle school, high school, and college. All right, for Netizen01, who's making badges and printing trophies and doing all kinds of things, and our race manager, chief mentor, and course designer extraordinaire, doing it for Nautilus, inspired by Eclipse. He is Sour Power. Thank you all for being a part of this. I'm just thrilled that the CDSC happened, and there's so much to come. So thank you all for watching. Congrats again, pilots. We will see you next time.
See you guys next time.
Hey, guys, thanks for hanging around. Sorry to keep you so long.